In this video, I'm going to teach you how to design a great looking online store for free. And the reason why I'm doing this tutorial is I'm trying to dispel the myths about starting an online store. So number one, you don't need a lot of money to start an online store. You do not need to be technical to begin. You do not need to hire a developer, and you can literally launch a fully functional online store within a day. And that's what I'm going to show you today in this tutorial. All right, and so by the end of this video, you will have a fully functional e-commerce store that accepts payments. You will have my own custom e-commerce template to create a great looking store, and you will understand how you can design your own website without any technical knowledge. So this is actually the store that I launched with my kids, and this is a template that I custom created that I'm giving to you for free. And this is what your store is going to look like by the time we are done today. Okay, so this is our t-shirt store, but obviously you can fill this in with whatever you want. And if you can take a look around, this is a pretty good looking theme. This is what a product page looks like. This is what the shopping cart page looks like. And this is what checkout looks like. As you can see, you're going to end up with a store that looks just like this, and all you have to do is fill in the blanks with your own images and your own products. So if you're ready to begin, let's get started. Now there are a couple of assumptions for this video, so here are the things that you need to have ready before you get started. So first and foremost, please sign up for Bluehost using this link below and install WordPress. It's at https://mywifequitter.com/go/bluehost.php. And then once you've signed up, send me your Bluehost receipt to steve@mywifequitterjob.com, and I will send you the theme for this design for free. And also, please sign up for my free 6-day mini course on e-commerce over at mywifequitterjob.com/free. Now you're going to need to have all the following installed on your WordPress site, and I'll walk you through this step by step. But you're going to need the WooCommerce plugin. You're going to need my e-commerce store theme, which I will email it to you once you sign up for Bluehost using my link. You will need the Site Origin Page Builder, the Site Origin Widget Bundle, and the Classic Editor plugin. And all of these things are 100% free. All right, so with that in mind and what you need to do, let's start the tutorial. So this is what your WordPress backend looks like as soon as you sign up for Bluehost. All right, so there's a couple things that you need to do before we get ready, and that is to go under Appearance, Themes, and I want you to add a new theme and upload theme, choose file, and I'm going to send you a file called 2020store.zip. This is the theme that I developed that I'm giving you for free so you can actually follow along with this tutorial. So once you've installed that and uploaded that, you should see the theme in your repository here. So what I want you to do is I want you to select it and click Activate, and that will install the theme that I provided to you onto WordPress. After you've done that, we need to install a bunch of plugins. So I want you to click on Plugins, click on Add New, and type in WooCommerce. So you need to install WooCommerce onto your WordPress site. You also need to install Site Origin. So you need to install the Page Builder as well as the Widgets bundle. And finally, I want you to install the Classic WordPress editor because in my opinion, it's a lot easier to use than the standard editor that's given by default. Okay, and so once you have all those things installed, we are now ready to begin. Now the first thing that I'm going to teach you how to do is to design a really good looking front page for your store. And specifically, we are going to create this exact design right here that you see before you. And you can actually check out this design. I'm not sure how long this is going to be up for because this is just an example, but you can check it out at store.myblogexample.com if you want to see a sample. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to go under Pages and click Add New. And then just title this My Store Front Page. And then you should notice this Page Builder tab if you installed Site Origin properly. So I want you to click on that, and I want you to click on Pre-Built Layout. And the layout that we are going to base this off of is this one, Fitness Gym. So I want you to click on it, and I want you to click on Insert, Replace Current, yes, I'm sure. And that essentially adds that page template to this page. All right, so if I save draft and I hit preview, this is what it looks like right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically take this page template and we're going to massage it to look like this. So the next thing that you need to do is I created a special page template for this front page. So what I want you to do is go under Template and select full width no title template. Hit save draft. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep refreshing the site so you can actually see what's changed step by step. All right, so changing that page template basically took out the title. So the way the site origin plugin works is it basically designs your site in terms of rows, and you can insert these little widgets that basically fill in all the blanks. So for example, this site origin hero widget here is essentially this big black banner here. And if you scroll down these little sections here, it's basically an image followed by a piece of text, image, text, image, text in a 3x2 array. And that's exactly what you see here. Image, text, image, text, image, text. So basically all we're going to do is just replace these with our own online store data. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the hero image. I'm going to click on edit, and then I'm going to just replace the verbiage here with my own. And then I'm going to choose a background image. So I've already uploaded all the images I use for that template. And this is the image I'm going to use here. And notice that the dimensions are 1920 by 792. If you want to follow this tutorial exactly, you're going to want your splash image to be 1920 by 792 as well. So I'm going to set media, make the background image opacity 100%. That way I'm just using the full image by itself. Now instead of the find out more button, I'm going to make it shop now. And if you had your own online store, you'd want to change this link and guide people to your actual shop. All right, so I'm going to hit done. I'm going to hit save draft, and I'm going to show you what the page looks like now. Okay, so here's our splash image here. Now this writing, you'll notice, is different than the final one, and you can actually change up the fonts however you like. So if, let's say I wanted to change this font, so you just scroll down, click on design and layout, and you can choose the font here. So instead of the theme font, you can choose whatever font you want. So in my case, I used a font called Railway 600. So if you want, we can just use that one again. And let's see, I'm going to change up a couple things here. Done, save draft, and this is what my splash image now looks like. As you can see, it looks just like the example here. All right, the next step is to replace these with images and text. So I'm not going to change the text because you can make it whatever you want, but I'm going to change these images here. I'm going to show you how easy that is to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm not using a hero image here anymore. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete these hero images. And instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a site origin image widget. That's right here. All right, and you'll notice that this is all drag and drop. So I'm going to replace it. I'm going to place a site origin image here. I'm going to duplicate that, put one here, duplicate it, and then put it here. And if you click on edit, I'm just going to add the images that I used in my example. So I think I used this one. And I'm just going to click done. And for this one, I used this image of my son. And for this image, I'm going to use this image here. Okay, so all I did is I added 3 images up top. I'm going to hit save draft now. And lo and behold, this is what our site looks like now. Okay. So all this stuff, I'm going to remove this banner here because it has nothing to do with our store. So this membership offerings, you just go under here and click delete row. That will delete that row altogether. And under services, this headline, I'm going to change to what we sell. And under these features, you'll notice that there's all these features here, and you can just change these to whatever you want. So let's see. As soon as you edit the features, you can change this to whatever you want. So I'm just going to, as an example, I'm just going to type in t-shirts. Let's see. Instead of muscle gain, I'm going to put pants. And under boxing sport, I'm going to delete that and put mugs. Okay, so I'm going to save draft once again. And you'll notice that the site is coming together now. It looks starting to look pretty good. All right, t-shirts, pants, mugs. I'm going to remove this row altogether because it's not necessary. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add this little, we want you to be happy with your purchase banner. I'll show you how to do that real quick. So I'm going to add a new row, and I'm just going to make it 1 column wide. And in it, I'm going to add a Site Origin Hero widget. Click Edit. And I'm going to add a hero frame. And for the content, I'm just going to write, we want you to be happy with your purchase. We take pride in our shirts. And for the background image, I'm going to choose the background color black. And I think that should do it. Let's see what that looks like. All right, so that doesn't look quite right because we need to make it a full width stretched item. So I'm going to go under Edit Row again. And under Layout, you can select full width stretched, which is what we want. And let's see, I'm going to hit save and see what that looks like. All right, there we go. Now, if you want to make this wider, what you can do is you can add some padding in there, and I'll show you how to do that here real quick. Under your frame, you can just make this 150, and there we go. Okay, so already you'll notice that this page is starting to look pretty good. All right, so the next step here is to start adding products to your store. And the way you do that is you go under Products and you just click on Add New. All right, so instead of doing that, I'm just going to walk you through the products that I've already added. And these are 4 t-shirts that we actually sell in our store. So Kids CEO t-shirt, I'm just going to walk you through the process here. Up here, you enter in the description for your item. And then you enter in the price. In this case, we're selling these for 15 bucks. And then there's a short description, and this is essentially the description that goes up top right by your image. And then finally, you want to add a product image. And I like to use square photos, but you can use whatever dimensions that you like. Just make sure they're consistent on your store. And once you've added all these things, you click Publish. And lo and behold, you should have a product page on your site that looks just like this. All right, so this is your description. This is your short description. And all this stuff here is automatically populated. All right, so once you've created a bunch of products, I would say at least 4 or 5, then it's time to actually add the products to your front page right here under Featured Products. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a new row of 1 column. And I'm going to drag this row up over here. And I'm going to add a widget for this row. And this time I'm going to use a Site Origin Editor. And essentially this is just a plain old editor block. I'm going to click Edit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a shortcode to add my products, my featured products, to that front page. Okay, so this is the shortcode. It's telling me to add 4 products in 4 columns, and all the products have to be featured, which is actually one thing I forgot to tell you about, which I'll go back and tell you about right now. So click on that, hit Save Draft, and lo and behold, the featured products are there now. Okay. So at this point, this site is already looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. We got products up, we got the splash image up, our value props, and the next step is I'm going to teach you how to add things to the footer. All right, but before we do that, I'm just going to show you, like in order to have your product show up on the front page like that, you need to make sure that the product that you added is a featured product. So the way you do that is you just make sure under visibility, you check shop and search results, and then check this is a featured product. That's how you make your product end up on the front page. All right, so the last step of this tutorial is actually just to add the footer. And the easy way to do that is just to go under Widgets. And you'll notice that there's two footer blocks here. One is for the left, the other one is for the right, and you get two columns in the footer. Just add in a site origin editor, and you can just add in whatever quick links that you want, which is like your shipping policy, your privacy policy, your about us page, a blog if you have it. And in the other one, I've chosen to add my social media, which is Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and contact us. All right, so as soon as you've added those things and hit save, your entire store should be good to go. All right, once again, this is what it looks like. All right, and it's a fully functional cart, so you'll notice that if you look at a product, you can add it to the cart. You can take a look at the cart. And provided you set up the payment processing, which is free, Stripe and PayPal, you can actually go ahead and check out, buy this product or have someone buy this product, and you will receive money into your accounts. So there actually was one last detail that I forgot to tell you about, and that's how to insert your logo in the upper left. So once again, you go back to your back end, and under Appearance, Customize is what you want to choose. And what you just click on this pencil mark over here, and you can just click on Change Logo. And it'll prompt you as to which image you want to use for your logo. Try to make it 250 pixels wide by however tall that you want, and that should be it. And once you've done that, your logo should be in the upper left. And I guess we can talk about the menu items here real quick. If you want to change the menu items in your store, once again, it's pretty straightforward. You go under Menus, and you need to create a new menu. I've already done that here. And basically, you just drag which pages you want up top in the menu. And that's pretty much it. From here on out, you have a fully featured store. And if you followed this tutorial to the end, you'll notice that it wasn't that bad, right? So if you enjoyed this tutorial, there's a lot more where that came from. Just subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you want a more in-depth tutorial on how to find your niche, how to find suppliers, and that sort of thing, please sign up for my free 6-day mini course over at mywifequitterjob.com/free, and I'll see you in the next video.